Alright, no one's here. I hate this live streaming. It looks like there's 2 people here. I'm gonna wait like 3 minutes or so and then we'll get started. Say something in chat so I know who's here. Or so I can see if it's working at least. I have my laptop here I'm looking at. Hey guys, everyone that's joining, if you could say something in chat, that'd be nice so I know who's here. I'm gonna wait about 2 more minutes and then I'll get started. I have a couple of topics I want to talk about. This sucks that like no one's here. Oh, now we have 4 people here, so that's better. That's better. Give it like 1 more minute and then I'll start. Hey, Wens and Wise, how you doing? What's going on? Thanks for joining. You're not usually one of my subscribers or viewers, are you? Never seen your name before. I'm just sitting in my bathroom too. I'm not on my toilet. I'm on a chair, but it seemed like a private place to do a live stream. All right, so I'm gonna start now. There's a all right. Hey, dog Maximilian, how's it going? Thanks for coming here. So there's a couple of things that I want to talk about in this live stream. I guess the first one, since people still ask me about all this stuff, is like my last Skype call with VictoriaXRave, and then some people saying that I'm harassing her, and then lastly I'll finish up with giving you an update on my BMW M2 and when that's going to be fixed and everything. So we had our last Skype call on, I don't know, like a week ago or something, and I was like, I mean, it sucked. I didn't really want to do it, but I did want to do it because I just wanted like a final conversation to like clear everything up and whatever. Yeah, so I was like really uncomfortable, and I was sitting at my dining room table with like my pillow in my arms because it sucked. But yeah, we talked about like oh, now my mind's going blank. We just talked about stuff like me liking her and that it's not going to work out, and then like just finally like I wanted to like she was worried that I was like really hurt and upset about it and stuff, and I wanted to make sure that uh yeah, I'm seeing other people now, so it's fine. Maximilian. So I shouldn't read chat because then I get like distracted. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that she didn't think I was like really upset about it, and I didn't want her to worry about me and all that. So I wanted to make that clear to her and everything, that I would be okay over all of it. And then I don't know, we just talked about whatever, like said whatever. She had some questions for me, and I had questions for her and stuff and whatever. So, but like, she said that she said I was like acting really mature about it, and she respected like what I was doing and everything, and cause like one reaction that people have, and I've had this reaction in the past, is that when someone like rejects you or whatever, you get mad and lash out at them. And I know like that just comes from like the hurt of being rejected and whatever. So I wanted to like feel more of the hurt that I had instead of any anger or anything, because it's not really good to be angry and lash out at her. Like she's free to do whatever she wants, so like I don't want to be angry to like try to control her, because like use my anger to control her, or make her feel bad or anything like that. uh yeah, and also like I wanted to I wanted to like teach myself how to move on from relationships without any drama or hatred for anyone. And I know like I don't mean to say that Victoria and I were in a relationship, but it's like good practice, I guess. That's what I took it as, an opportunity to do. And I want to show, like, one of the reasons I have this YouTube channel is because I want to show people uh, better ways to act in situations, like more, I guess, like classier ways to act or whatever, for lack of a better term. So so yeah, that's why I did like things the way that I did. And I took it as an opportunity to do that, to do things better than I have in the past. So yeah, and I talked about this on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff and whatever, and like I'm really proud of myself for how I handled it and all that and stuff, and yeah, uh, there's also like a lot of stuff that was going on between us. Like she lied to me about a couple things, and also like I was misled about I guess a lot of things as well. And I don't know if it was like I don't think she was like intentionally misleading me, or if it was just like just like the titles in her videos and how she was acting in her videos and stuff. It's a lot different than what I thought. Uh, but as far as like going forward, uh, I just I want to be like friendly to her. I don't want like any drama or anything like that. But my attitude is just like my thinking is like friendly but distant. Like I don't want to look at like any of her social media or anything, because that's just gonna like trigger heartache in me and sadness and stuff like that. So I stay away from all that stuff. But I'd like to just still like be able to say like hi, how are you doing, or whatever. Uh, I don't know like her perspective on that or whatever, if she wants to be friendly or just never talk again or whatever. Uh, but I think like as long as I keep my distance and whatever, then I don't see a problem just saying like, hey, how are you doing, like whatever. And if I have a question or something, like I don't see there's a problem being friendly. Uh, with like the live stream that she had, I don't know if you guys knew this. I was like, she was like ignoring me for the Skype call for like a month and kept like putting it off and whatever, and I got like pissed off about that because like I don't know, she kept giving me like one line answers and not telling me what was going on or anything. And now I know what was going on and all that, so that explains stuff. Uh yeah, $100, yeah. Uh I paid for 5 of them over the last like 8 months, and I think we only did four because there was one where I didn't want to talk to her because she wasn't treating me very well, and yeah, so I told her like I really don't want to talk to you right now. Like you can keep the $100. Like that's fine. Like I'm not gonna ask for a refund or anything. So there was one of them that we didn't do, but yeah, like that one live stream, she said like that we're never gonna be friends and we're never gonna hang out and all that, and that I'll tell you how I found her on YouTube in a minute. Uh, but yeah, that really hurt hearing that like she said that like she didn't even want to be my friend or ever hang out. Uh, and that made me think, and it still makes me think that like there's something wrong with me because like she talks to like other people, like why am I so like what's wrong with me or whatever. So but I think I can't think about that or try to figure that out because that's just gonna get my mind in like a different place I don't really care to be in. But I also think maybe like and this might make sense too. Like she just said all those things to tell me that things were definitely over and I should move on and stuff. And I know she wants to keep like what's going on in her life right now like private, so I'm not gonna like talk about any of that. But it does seem like yeah, like she could have said that to oops she could have said that to make me get the point that nothing was gonna happen. Uh, how did I find her on YouTube? So in like the that's a lot for chat. It was a Skype calling, and yeah, it is. a lot. But also like another reason that I did it is because like I wanted to talk to her and us to get to know each other better, and I saw it as like we could make videos together, um, and then I would recoup that money if we're like working together and making videos and whatever. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through chat now. So how did I find her on YouTube? So like, uh, I'm in. Uh, uh, the first video that I saw of her was with some black guy talking about like some race issues or something, and it was clear like in the video she didn't know anything about race issues, and was just in the video because it was a white girl with dreads and some black guy is a black guy, so it was just more for like uh, attention and views and whatever. But yeah, and that video just came up in like my recommended videos because like if you look in my past videos, well, I had another girl I was with that was black, and then she like called me racist and whatever. So then I started researching all this stuff about how I'm not racist because that really affected me to be called racist when I'm not. So so yeah, that's how Victoria's video ended up in my recommended thing. And then I guess after you watch like one video of someone, they show up in whatever. After that, um, yeah, he was. She's so conceited. Honestly, I don't normally talk people down, but she's part of that narcissistic cult on here. I understand using good looks and sexuality to gain subs and money, but she uses people and seems self-obsessed. Uh, I don't want to like talk bad about her, but this is like my thoughts is that she is like pretty selfish in a way that like and I don't know her like too personally to say this. This is just like my impression that like she thinks more about herself and her YouTube channel and getting views and whatever than actually thinking about like than actually doing nice things for people and stuff. Like I'm not trying to talk myself up here, but there's people that like in my life where I go out of my way to ask them about their lives and be genuinely concerned about them and care about them and stuff because I value them as a friend and whatever. Uh, Dude, you could get a hot prostitute for $100. Don't pay to stay, pay them to leave. uh, yeah, it wasn't about like uh, having sex with her or anything. It was about just like wanting to connect with someone and I liked her and stuff like that. So, uh, but yeah. So I guess like the other thing I want to talk about is like there were like a couple people saying that like I'm creating fake social media accounts to harass her, and I don't do that. I don't really care at all, and I haven't looked at her social media in a while, like a week, 2 weeks, or something like that. Uh, like I said, I do that because I don't want to like see anything that would trigger me like feeling sad or anything, and I don't want to be like a part of any of the drama that's going on or anything like that. Like you're a true romantic man. Uh, yeah, I just want like things to go well and whatever. Like I accepted like whatever is going on in her life, and I don't even know like if we did make videos together like all the time and whatever, that is a potential to destroy like a relationship or whatever anyway. I wonder where all her money comes from. Her Patreon says she has 24 patrons, $294 a month. She lives in a really nice apartment downtown LA and appears to have her own bathroom, master's bedroom, and apparently she's going to travel in a few months in March. How does someone afford to keep room in LA and travel? I really shouldn't be talking about like stuff in her life. I don't know if she'll be like too happy about that. But in LA she does have two other roommates, and I don't know how much rent costs in LA. I imagine like $3,000 a month or something. I don't know. I don't I haven't talked to her about any of that. Uh, Sounds like you found the troll. I don't understand what that means. Uh, oh, you, uh, but yeah, she was talking about not wanting to be in LA anymore, so she might be moving or whatever. Like I said, this is all just uh, my thoughts. I don't know what's going on and whatever. Uh, and she's like, I feel I'm gonna get in trouble if she sees this or whatever. Uh, she seems like the person where she just has like ideas in her head and then wants to do them and then realizes that they're really hard and then gives up and then moves on to a different idea. And I can't say that there's really much wrong with that, because I do the same thing, and it's cool when you have a YouTube channel where you can make income just uh, experimenting with different stuff and whatever. So yeah, but what are my hobbies? I don't know. I just work all the time on different stuff. I have like a lot of problems going on that I just try to figure out. That's what my hobbies are, is trying to figure out all of my problems and stuff. I seen a vid on her and some friend. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about her anymore. But yeah, and also like whatever happens, like I do want her to be happy and all that. Uh, you should develop a hobby where there are chicks. A great way to meet people or through shared interests. I don't share any interests with girls. Like I like debating with people and talking about my thoughts and stuff, and girls aren't really the best at like talking to. I'm sure like with enough like dating and stuff, I could find someone that likes talking and discussing things and whatever. Uh, but yeah, like uh, let me pull up something real quick. There was just like a comment that I said on my Instagram that I want to read from instead of just pulling it from my memory. Someone was talking about how I should be a man and protect her from people that are manipulating her and stuff. And I don't know like a lot of what's going on. I guess the person was saying that the masked man is manipulating her. Uh, I don't know, like the thing, like I thought about that in the past. Oh, the person was saying that like it's like Victoria's getting hit by a bus and I'm not there to like push her out of the way or whatever. But like the difference with that is like if someone's getting hit by a bus, like the person knows that they're getting hit by a bus and that a bus is dangerous. But if someone is doing something that they think is good for them, then you can't really convince them otherwise. They're gonna do whatever they want. And also like if I'm there like trying to warn her about stuff or whatever, she's not really gonna learn like a lesson from it. She's not gonna learn what to look out for in the future or whatever. But like I wish the best and I hope for the best, but I can't be involved like trying to prevent things from happening in her life. Like I have no control over it, and even if I did have control over it, it wouldn't be helpful for her to learn any lessons or anything. So I don't know. Uh, see. Have you ever made an online dating profile? So I have one that I made like last year, and no one, and I did it with I think like 25 miles or 50 miles in my area, uh, and sorry, I looked at chat and got distracted. So I did it, and there's not really that many like where I live is kind of like a rundown city, and the girls here are kind of like mean and ugly, or like drug users, especially like the one, maybe it's just because the dating website I was on is a free dating website too, but yeah, the one or two girls in the last year that I saw on there, I messaged them, and they never responded back. Well, one of them didn't respond back, and then the other one responded back, and then in like the first sentence of her reply, I knew we weren't compatible. So so what I did now is I changed it to the maximum distance, which is like 500 miles or anything, or something like that. And there's like a lot more girls now showing up in there for me to pick from. Uh, but I haven't like looked into it further because I want to make a video about it, just showing like just showing what my dating profile thing looks like and whatever. But I was talking about in another video this girl at McDonald's that I liked. It's like I've been there like 3 or 4 more times and I still haven't seen her, so I don't know. And then there's this other girl at the tanning salon that I asked out, and she said no in like a really disgusted like expression, like she was really disgusted by me asking her out. And I'm like, okay, like take care, have a nice day, and I left. I just got an email. So then like the next time I saw her, she starts like asking me, like she starts trying to have a conversation with me and stuff. So I don't know like if she's just trying to be friendly, like none of the girls at the tanning salon have ever been like friendly before, so I don't think like management is trying to get them to be friendly or anything like that. So I'm just kind of confused about how to go about that, because maybe she does like changed her mind and she does like me now, and I don't know. I'm just, next time I see her, I'm gonna ask her like what's going on, like if she changed her mind or whatever, because now she's like trying to talk to me and stuff. First rule is be attractive. Second rule is don't be unattractive, which I don't know how to be attractive or unattractive. I just know how to be myself, and I don't know. Let's see, what other comments did I miss? Go dancing or something. I don't like dancing. Maybe my talking is the problem. Yeah, but like I don't want to be in a relationship with someone where like we like I want to be in a relationship where I could talk to my girlfriend or wife or whatever and connect with talking and stuff. There's like I do experience that like there are girls that are attracted to me. Well, like in the past they're attracted to me until like I open my mouth and then like things go bad after that. Never White Knight, she's a big girl and can take care of herself. Yeah. Looks like she was married once. Hope she learns from her mistakes. That's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she learns from her mistakes, and I don't want to get too much into that, I guess. You should start going to events. There's like nothing in my city to do. There's really like no events. Like last year I was on meetup.com just browsing around, and it's like single mother support groups and single mothers getting together for their kids to play and stuff like that. I'm not I'm not gonna date a single mother. That's a giant disaster. Um, so and I was lucky there was one cryptocurrency meetup uh, on there, which was weird. Uh, but yeah, there's nothing. Well, I'll look up meetup now. There's a Dungeons and Dragons meetup, uh, a songwriters roundtable, and like all of these have like one or two people going to them, like RSVPing on them. So I guess this songwriters meetup is to. It says. It says what we'll do. We'll meet together for the first time to make all of our introductions and get to know a bit about one another. Expect to share a song of yours if you are comfortable with doing so. Be prepared to listen to other material and make constructive comments. Uh, yeah, I don't write songs or anything, and I don't really give a shit about other people's songs. Uh, there's a homeschoolers meetup, I guess. I didn't know like homeschooling was a thing in our area. I guess there is like a general coffee and networking meetup, uh, but it's two guys going to it, so yeah. Then there's uh, a moms of Munchkins meetup called Baby Time, and then there's toddler gymnastics, indoor swimming, which is a moms of Munchkins one. It's like looks like there's like three mom things per week. Uh, be a single mother. Where am I again? I don't want to give up where I live. Uh, how's the M2? So that's like the last thing I want to talk about was my M2. Do I have any pets? No. And I don't want any because I don't want the responsibility right now. And I also feel like with pets, like it's kind of like a temporary solution to a permanent problem. Like say that I'm like lonely or something and want like a pet as a companion. Well, I would rather just use that loneliness to find someone to be in a relationship with instead of I would rather use that loneliness as motivation and stuff. So my BMW M2 should be done on next Friday. I talked to the mechanic, and September 2nd was the accident, and now it's January 19th. So yeah, like 5 months or something, it's been getting fixed, which is completely ridiculous for the little amount of damage that it had. It should have taken like a month and a half tops. Yeah, so they said that it was just waiting on getting an alignment, and like the alignment guys were like backed up. They had like alignments backed up and all that stuff. So that's what I'm waiting on now. Uh, with the with the getting money back from the insurance company and everything, uh, the insurance company reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and I haven't heard from them since October previously, and they are trying to screw me over, saying that. So I decided to file a small claims case with the driver that hit me because her insurance policy isn't going to cover the total cost of damages to my car. So I sued the driver as well so I can get money from both of them. And the maximum of that I can sue for in small claims is $12,000. If I couldn't file a full lawsuit because I needed a lawyer to do that, and I didn't want to spend like $4,000 or $2,000 to $4,000 hiring a lawyer if the girl that I'm suing doesn't have money. I'm not gonna recoup that money. Let me take a drink. So I'm suing the driver for $12,000. Now, apparently, the insurance company thinks that they're involved in this case, even though I only sued the driver, and they have like their own lawyers defending her and stuff. And the insurance company is saying that because I'm suing her for only $12,000, that's the maximum amount that I'm seeking in this for the whole accident. So the insurance company thinks that they only have to pay $12,000, and then she has to pay the remainder. The driver has to pay the remainder of the $12,000. So I have almost $30,000 worth of physical damage to my car. So yeah, $12,000 isn't going to cover it, and I was never seeking less than that. So, but yeah, after that, I'll pick up my car Friday, I guess. We'll see what the dealership says, and then I'll probably drive it for a little bit. Then it has to go in to get expel and some other stuff. So yeah, it's still like, even though I'll get the car fixed on Friday, it still has to get expel put on it, and that's going to take like 3 or 4 weeks because they have to order the expel. This is a separate mechanic. He has to order the expel and then has to have an opening for me to put it on, and then it's going to take like a week or two to actually put it on. Get happiness from a dog, go to a dog park and meet people. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just, I don't know. Are you an investor? That's a really nice car. Yeah, I invested in cryptocurrency back in 2012. Yes, women like guys with dogs. They know that those guys are caring. Yeah. What other business ventures are you into? Is it only crypto? I'm trying to get myself an M car too. I used to do a lot more computer related stuff and different things like that, so I had money saved up from that as well, and I still do like side jobs with that, but I'm trying to like get rid of all that stuff and then move on to YouTube because I don't really feel like working for anyone else anymore. It's like too much hassle for all that. Yeah, you may have given up the right to sue if you were getting from your insurance. So the thing is with that is that when insurance first talked to me back in September, they said that if I accept what they're paying from me, then I couldn't sue the driver. But the loophole around that is I can sue the driver first and then take the claim after I sue the driver. So, and that's coming directly from the insurance company's mouth. Like, I have the letters and everything. That's why I went the way that I did with it, because that's what the insurance company told me. So, 40 minutes we're at here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of out of stuff to say, so if you have any other questions or anything else, don't know about that. I don't know. The lawyer that I was speaking to said the same thing about insurance is to limit liability. Yeah, she had $10,000 worth of liability coverage on her car, so that's where the limit is that you're talking about. You can sue for anyone for anything. I feel like I just talked off a storm. I'm not looking to start any businesses, so drop shipping isn't really something I want to do. I have one of my friends that's like a bar owner and stuff he's building a new bar and wants me to rent it and manage it and stuff, and too much work. what am I having foresight into now? If I had foresight in crypto, uh, my foresight is just my foresight is just looking for a relationship right now, and then working on other stuff after that. Do you think she's got the money to pay for excessive damages? No, I don't. But that's why I didn't file a full lawsuit. But it only cost me $180 to file the suit against her. So if she has any money, that would be helpful for me to recoup what I put out into it. Damn, so you just chill around all day living like a baller off crypto. I don't really live like a baller. I'd barely spend any money now. Like last year, at the beginning of last year, prices were really high, and I knew that I had to sell some, and that's why I bought the car, because I knew prices were gonna crash, and I wanted something to show for it instead of just sitting on the money and everything. So that's why I ended up with the car. Hey Michelle, how are you doing? Oh, there's actually 11 people here now. That's cool. For like the first like 5 minutes, there were 0 people here, and I'm like, man, this really sucks. You seem like a really smart and sweet, caring, and loyal guy. I get the feeling that you need a little more confidence. Yeah, I think confidence is like earned, I guess. Like when you like accomplish stuff, then you're more confident. You can't like fake confidence, you know. Uh, like I guess as an example, like when I first started making YouTube videos, I was like really scared of being in front of the camera and talking. Like I couldn't express like my thoughts or anything like fluently. I would have to think about everything because I was afraid of being like criticized, and like being criticized is fine, but like being attacked by people for my thoughts and being like misinterpreted and stuff. So after a while, like I got better at that, and I'm not like saying I'm like the best at speaking and everything, but yeah, that's where like more confidence has come over the last year because I kept doing it and stuff like that. If getting a relationship is your priority, then you should try to increase your time around chicks. I think the hobby idea is solid. Yeah, I still don't. What type of hobbies do girls like? Like, I think girls just like. I think the girls around here, like, there's a couple colleges in my area, and so they go to college, and then on weekends they go to bars, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like picky or disagreeable or something. I don't know. Hope you find that relationship you want. Yeah, I hope like I could find a girl and then beat her into submission so she'll give me the relationship I want. I'm just kidding about that. Do you like running? No, I don't like running. I agree, you might want to volunteer somewhere. You'll meet a good woman that way. Yeah, that would be good because like one of the qualities I want in someone is for them to be caring and stuff. And if someone's volunteering their time, then chances are they're probably a caring person. My mate had a lot of success joining a running club. Yeah, I didn't see any like running things on Meetup. So Michelle says you should meet a chick at the coffee shop. So I thought about that, and like last year I was at coffee shops a couple times. And the thing is with coffee shops is everyone sits there on their laptop, just staring at their laptop, and they're all like really quiet, and it's like being in a library. And I don't know how to like approach someone that I think looks interesting or whatever because they're like working on their laptop and whatever. I don't want to like annoy them and stuff. So I thought about like bringing my laptop to a coffee shop and then putting a piece of paper on the outside that says like, "Hey, I'm Anthony. I want to talk to people and meet people. So like, if you think I'm interesting, come up to me and start a conversation. Like, don't be scared." And because then I don't know. That's just like what I thought about that. But that's like the problem I have with coffee shops is like it's hard to like talk to people because no one wants to be bothered. They're all just like researching and studying or whatever. Uh, Girls like concerts, hiking, running, basketball, and sports. Girls like basketball more than other sports. No, I don't know. Uh, yeah, whenever I go on hikes and stuff, I there's not really anyone around, and I don't think you just meet a girl while you're hiking because girls aren't just like randomly in the woods somewhere. Uh, I think RSD Max's video courses, they're like pickup artist shit. They're like I don't agree with like ton of the shit that they talk about because it's more about just like manipulating women to get laid and stuff. Is there a homeless shelter? Maybe, I don't know. You could volunteer in the kitchen for the meals. Yeah. Uh, True, damn, yeah, it's not 1994 anymore. Go to Brazil, meet hot Latinas. The, the problem I have with girls out of the country, like getting a Russian bride or like meeting someone like out of the country, is that I don't want to live out of the country. So if I bring them to the United States and say that we're like perfect together and all that and start a family and have a house and all that, she's gonna and the reason that these girls do that is because like their countries aren't that great, so they're looking to meet a guy to move to the United States in like the hope of like a better future and everything. So then if a girl does find a guy and he likes her and everything and he moves her to the United States, she's gonna have like survivor's guilt and she's gonna feel like sorry for her family that's still left behind. So she's gonna be like bugging the guy to convince him to bring her family over. So then now that guy and the house and them two, instead of just having their own family, they're gonna have her family living with him and all that. Girl, girls meet guys at Home Depot. I've been to Home Depot quite a few times, and I've never just seen like, you know where girls meet guys at truck stops, like truck stop hookers. That's the only place that I've seen like girls soliciting guys. Maybe you should go to a hair and makeup shop like Ulta, where girls shop. It just seems like extremely creepy for me to just stand inside of a uh, in a makeup shop like and isn't that like girls are probably gonna think I'm harassing them or like stalking them or something doing that. But I don't know, maybe I can make a video doing that just for fun. Does the college have night classes? I have no idea. That was like another idea that I had. Say you're buying shit for your sister. What's the show height thing? Let's see. Oh, it was because it was, uh, I guess, a spam comment or something. I marked it as spam. Uh, yeah, I guess I could say I'm buying makeup for my sister or something. Uh, oh, with college, I thought of taking college courses with things that I'm interested in, and then this way, uh, if like a girl is taking the same courses as me, then she's going to be interested in those things too. Uh, so I have thought about doing that. And it's not like I want a degree or need a degree, so I could just take those courses and pay out of pocket for, like, just pay up front for whatever they are. I guess I don't know. Oh, Natasha, you kind of hit the nail on the head when you said like, I need a spot where I see a woman, where I'm going to see a woman regularly, because, like, you're right when you say like not many women say yes when a stranger asks them out on the first encounter. Yeah, and I'm not like really comfortable with doing that either. Like, I'm not. I'm. It takes like a long time to get to know me and stuff, and for me to be comfortable around people anyway. So, so yeah, I need a place where the woman of my dreams is sitting by herself with no one to talk to, so then I can go up and start a conversation with her after a month of her sitting there and me sitting there. uh, there's tons of ideas. We are finding you women. Well, you're giving me ideas, not finding me women. You guys are free to go out and actually find me women and give me like their Twitter profiles and say like, hey, Anthony's awesome, and whatever. How do you make money? Are you wealthy? Just curious. How do I make money? I don't know. Just different stuff, I guess. Date my sister. All right. Get her to Skype me and we'll go on a date. I require a pimping fee. Yeah, I can't argue that pimping ain't easy. Uh, then you get to know each other. I used to work in customer service, and it didn't matter if I was extremely attracted to the guy who asked me out when I was working. I always said no because it's just too awkward. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if you were here, like, yeah, I think you were here earlier, Natasha, when I was talking about the girl in the tanning salon, where like the first time I saw her, like I walked in and she like rang me up or whatever, and then I went in the tanning thing, and then yeah, and she like rejected me and said no and was like disgusted. So and then now she's like trying to start a conversation with me. Cool, Anthony, I'm out. Good luck with the lady fighting. Thanks, Maximilian. Take care, and thanks for watching my videos and being here for so long. I really do appreciate that. She might not have been disgusted. She's probably caught off guard. Yeah, that's true. Uh, so like, I'm kind of learning that now because in the past, like last year, I would ask out the reception girls at the tanning salon, and I would just be like, "Hey, I have a question. Will you go on a date with me?" And they would always like uh, be disgusted and say no and whatever. And now I'm realizing like it's not anything wrong with me because I would get like really hurt by that from the rejection and everything. And now I'm realizing that it's not just me, it's just like how girls are. How about messaging on Instagram? I tried it twice and did meet up with a girl, went on a date. Like, what do you mean? Like you just message like random girls on Instagram and then they like how does that work? I don't understand. You just start a conversation with them and like like slide into their DMs, I guess. Yeah, slide into their DMs. Uh, yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Natasha, about going to somewhere and becoming like a familiar face and all that. Even like, so there's this one bar that I go to. Well, so I was going to this one bar years ago because my friend bartended there, and she was like, "Oh, come see me at the bar," because she wanted to make like she invited like all of our friends out because she wanted to make money and tips, and she was scared of like bartending alone and whatever. So that's when I made friends with like the bartender there, and then all of their like local customers like over the years. But it took me like 3 years, 2 years to start a conversation and get close to like all those people and stuff. And what happens is uh, like if I'm at a bar, and I like going to bars that have like no one in them, and or like just one person in them, because then I can start a conversation with them and get comfortable and stuff. And it's not until like I have like one-on-one time with someone to talk to them that I'll be like comfortable with them and stuff like that. Because when you're at a bar and people are like a crowded bar and there's like music playing and people drinking and conversing with themselves and having like a million conversations going on at once, I can't really talk to people enough to like get to know them and have conversations with them and stuff, which is like really confusing to me. How like I don't I don't know if it actually happens. Like I don't go to bars enough, like crowded bars enough to actually have witnessed it happen. But like people just meeting, like guys and girls just meeting at the bar like the first time and having like one night stands and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like I would never be comfortable having a one night stand with some girl that I met at a bar where we're just like dancing to the music or like not having a conversation. Like it would just be like way too uncomfortable. Well, I guess that's what the alcohol is for, I guess. Yeah, you got it, Natasha. Uh, all right, we're at almost 58 minutes here, so I'm gonna just hang out for another 2 minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream. But yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. I'm always like super worried that like no one shows up, and then people do show up, and that's awesome. That makes me feel better. Pheromones are like the things in plants, aren't they? I don't. I have to look up what pheromones are because I'm thinking of hormones. A chemical substance produced and released into the environment by an animal, especially a mammal instinct or insect, affecting the behavior or sociology of others of its species. Oh yeah, so that is like what perfumes are made of, I guess. Do you guys ever see that movie? I know Nirvana did a song. It was originally a book, and then Nirvana did a song called like "Scentless Apprentice," and then it was a movie. Uh, then 10 years ago or something. It was about this guy that's like blind or something, but he has like a really strong sense of smell, and he wanted to create like the perfect perfume, and then like started killing people to get their scent so that he could make like the perfume out of people. I think you meet people when you don't think about it so much. I don't know, like, if you mean like, do you mean like the same thing uh, where like people say like, oh, don't try to get a girlfriend, it'll like naturally happen? Is that what you mean by that, Michelle? Yeah, I'm gonna look up the name of that movie. It was kind of like an indie movie, like it played in theaters, but it was only like a limited number of theaters. Oh yeah, Perfume. You said the movie. When when I saw you say perfume question mark, I thought you were asking what perfume was. Yeah. Yeah, I read that it was his favorite book too. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream. So thank you very much for showing up and everything. I know that I said that already, but all right. Hey, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, always think what's the best that can happen instead of what's the worst that can happen. Yeah, that's why like I got the courage to like ask girls out instead of like worrying about it so much. So, all right, guys, take care.